We want to wrap up our demo series of videos with just a couple of parting words of encouragement, just in terms of how to fine tune and maybe make sure that your campaign is absolutely the most successful it can possibly be. I would say primarily, number one, involve your students early in the campaign, in the planning process. Maybe have them take part in contributing photos, contributing or being a part of any video that's taken. Obviously, you're going to want to make sure that you are covered in terms of liability and making sure that you're using appropriate imagery and imagery that you have the rights to use. But other than that, I think that the more that you can get your students involved, the better it'll ultimately be. I think number two, look for, I want to get out of this for a sec. So when you go into a campaign and you see daily donations and you see them, what you'll do is you will see what amounts to just regular daily draw, like the amount that the campaign will just normally bring in. It could be a couple donations a day. And then on days when a supporter message is sent, you'll see it spike up dramatically. And then over the next 2 days or so, it'll taper off. So you'll get these, they'll almost look like serrated, jagged, like teeth almost, in terms of once you get a couple weeks of data to look at. I would look at what you can learn from that in terms of when messages are sent and the days in which they're sent. And if you want to change it up and throw a curveball, rather than sending on Mondays, maybe send on a Thursday, just to see if those can be manipulated a little bit. So just communicate with us and make sure that we know when you want your messages sent, and we'll be sure to have templates at the ready for you. If you would prefer just to take over the supporter communication function from us and just send them out on your own, that's fine too. Whatever you'd like to do. But I think the key is just in clearly communicating how you want us to work with you. And again, that's an element that the other crowdfunding sites just simply don't bring. There is no one looking over your shoulder, maybe doing some minor things in the background to make sure that the campaign gets the full exposure it can possibly get. So that's just what we do. I think lastly too, once you hit that lull in your campaign, you can send out a message to your members, and this isn't something we typically automate, but we have a template set up where you can go to your kids and say, hey, our campaign's going well, we're happy, we're thankful, but as typical with online campaigns, we've hit a lull, hit a little bit of a wall. The best way to wake things up is to create some additional buzz. So we ask that each member input 5 additional contacts. And what that will do is just give you a new and fresh infusion of new eyes on the campaign. And then also think about, in a previous video I had mentioned about not just always asking for money with your messages. Think about a season update. Think about how competitions are going, or how the season is progressing. Think about if you're coming up on the start of a season, think about, hey, we learned X number of pages of drill at band camp, or we're about to put in the closer. We're really excited. Oh, and by the way, we're running this fundraising campaign you may not know about. Go take a look. So I think that if you're always ask to your donors, that can be a real turnoff. So try to use that in moderation as much as possible. So I would recommend going back, taking the campaign step by step, taking a look at how you're building it. And if there's any help that we can bring to the party, we will certainly do so. So you can email us at info@fansraise.com, and we will have your back. Any questions, please let us know. Thank you.